That's right. I'm doing another one of these, all right? All right. Welcome. We're doing NXT Deadline predictions, okay? There's 5 matches. I feel like I've got a pretty good idea who's going to win most of these, but I can always be wrong, and that's kind of the point of these videos, so we're going to get into it. First match, Alba Fire versus Isla Dawn. Singles match, not really much else to write home about. Alba Fire is picking this one up. I mean, it's pretty simple. Not really much to explain here. Alba Fire just got off of a loss with Mandy Rose at the last, I think it was Halloween Havoc, right? Obviously, you know, she didn't pick up the win with that one, so they're giving her a win for this one, you know, not really much to write home about, so that's pretty much what I think she's going to win. Next, Pretty Deadly with Kit Wilson and Elton Prince versus New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Pretty Deadly are going to win this one. I mean, it would be very surprising to see the New Day pick up a win here, but I'm more than certain it's going to be Pretty Deadly. I'm sure the match is going to be absolutely fantastic, and Pretty Deadly are probably going to do a thing where they like pull the tights or something like that. I kind of don't want New Day to win. I don't want New Day to just sort of like show up and be like, these are ours now. You know, like I don't want that to happen. I think that Pretty Deadly are going to pick up the win here. Next is the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge. Zoe Stark, Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez, Kiana James, and Indy Hartwell. Probably, who is it going to be? It's either going to be Zoe Stark or Indy Hartwell. I'm leaning more on Indy Hartwell. It's probably going to, I don't know, to be honest with you. Okay, it's probably not going to be Kiana James, and it's probably not going to be Roxanne or Cora. I'm going to say Indy. I'm just going to say Indy. Forget it. I'm just going to lean fully on Indy. I'm just going to say Indy Hartwell. I don't know how they're going to win. I'm sure this match is going to be absolutely all over the place. But yeah, I'm more than certain it's probably going to be Indy Hartwell, and she'll be a great challenger for Mandy Rose. Next is the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge. Carmelo Hayes, JD McDonough, Joe Gacy, Grayson Waller, and Axiom. It's probably going to be JD. No, because JD was already in a match. It's probably not going to be Joe Gacy. It's probably not going to be JD. It's probably not going to be Grayson Waller. I feel like it's going to be Carmelo Hayes, honestly. He was also a former NXT North American champion, so that just sort of makes sense. I mean, I would love Axiom to win. I would love all these guys to win, to be honest with you. I feel like all of them deserve to shine, but I feel like it's going to go to Carmelo Hayes, so I'm just going to go ahead and say Carmelo Hayes is probably going to pick up the win. The main event is going to be Braun Breaker versus Apollo Crews. I mean, it's going to be Braun Breaker. I mean, like I said, man, a lot of these matches are pretty like straightforward. You know, it's just like a really nice deadline pay-per-view that I feel like they threw in, you know, or you know what? I think they had the match and then they just sort of created the pay-per-view around it, so they just sort of like threw these matches together. But yeah, it's gonna be Braun Breaker to be like I don't know. I mean, Apollo could win and that'll be a really nice upset, and Braun Breaker could just go to the main roster, but also Braun Breaker could win and then Apollo Crews would probably be in like, you know, another like storyline or something like that. So yeah, I mean, not much really else to say about that. Those are my thoughts. Who do we got? We've got Alba Fire beating Isla Dawn. We've got Pretty Deadly retaining the titles against the New Day. Indy Hartwell's picking up the win in the Women's Iron Survivor match. And then we've got Carmelo Hayes picking up the win in his Men's Iron Survivor match. And then we've got Braun Breaker retaining the NXT Championship. So listen, if you feel as though that any of these predictions are absolutely hogwash, okay, and bollocks all over the place, please feel free to go into the comments below. Let me know why I'm such a big doofus berry and why I shouldn't be thinking any of these things, okay? And if you agree with me, listen, leave a like on the video and make sure to subscribe, because I know some of you that watch this aren't subscribed. What are you doing with yourselves, okay? But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. Hopefully everybody has a wonderful tonight and a wonderful tomorrow. And as always, big hugs. Big hugs all around.